Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. We're going to talk a little bit more about smoke, and we'll get into some of that and take a look at some of the pattern here that's starting to change up just a little bit, especially out west. And we're seeing some strong gusty winds that are kind of chinooking, the chinook winds that blow downsloping off the Rockies of Montana, Wyoming, and into Colorado just a bit. Mostly it's Wyoming north, but this is an upper level trough, pretty deep system. Things are getting more active up in parts of western Canada and especially across the Pacific. Meanwhile, to the east coast we go. Kind of a consolidation of an area of higher pressure is starting to relent a little bit. It will build back, but this has been a very soggy weather system for the southeast United States, producing heavy-duty rainfall, especially in eastern parts of North Carolina. This has now shifted into parts of Virginia, the Delmarva Peninsula, and yes, it is working its way gradually and slowly into the northeast United States. Will Vermont see any rainfall from this? It's a possibility, not a certainty, but definitely southern New England will, as it looks right now. Places like Long Island and kind of the coastal areas of New England should get a little bit wetter and certainly a little bit windier. And this, again, is from the same weather system that's going to produce some pretty good winds as we head into the weekend, coming in from the east-northeast. And back to the west, though, it looks like a lot of the fire activity is diminished considerably. This is the vertically integrated smoke model here, the RAP model, Rapid Refresh. And basically you can see the west coast, just a little bit of smoke from leftovers of some of the Southern California wildfires that kind of worked its way offshore. And a lot of that has worked east through the Rockies and east of the Mississippi now, and it's in our neck of the woods, although the smoke has become a lot less diluted and so a lot thinner. And so that combination of that smoke now trying to eventually work through the region. So with the high-resolution rapid refresh model, what you can see here is the smoke layer is about up to about 11,000, 10,000, 11,000 feet. Down below, this is the smoke layer, and it's not really at surface until we get into a little bit later in the afternoon, so things are going to get a little hazier. Again, part and parcel, these western wildfires continue to move that smoke across the entire continent and eventually out to sea. Some of that even makes it into Europe. Looking at a little bit of a closer in model here, this is low-level smoke, so this again is not seeing a whole lot of smoke, but a little bit is more timed out as we get into the later part of this afternoon and into the day tomorrow. But I want to call your attention to where it's really, really smoky, and that is in the Amazon basin. Amazing. Look at all this dense smoke. You can really, really see it, and this does not bode well, of course, for climate change. This is a sink, carbon dioxide sink, and the fact that it is smoking means there's wildfires or fires maybe man-made. Needless to say, it's very, very smoky throughout the areas here of the Amazon. Now looking at the weather conditions over the Amazon, you can find that basically, as I move this across here, we're going to look at the temperatures and dew points, and you can see here is that Amazon smoke. And what you can also notice is that you see the basically smoke symbols, and many of these stations reporting very, very heavy smoke. And this is trying to make its way up into the sort of northwestern portions of the Amazon basin and crossing over through the Andes, but not quite making it yet to the west. So just eastern areas of Peru and Chile, Bolivia, these areas are getting smoked out pretty good by this very dense smoke. Something we're not seeing now in North America. So this should be tropical, but look how dry things are. 52 degree dew point, 52, 54. This is crazy. This is an area that typically is very, very wet with high dew points. You can see some of these other areas, 73, 77. Again, these are dew point temperatures. Looking at the air temperatures, it's already very warm, of course, 91 degrees in those dry areas with low dew points. And you can see it's reached into the 90s in the northern Amazon basin, as you might expect. For us, though, we're not getting into any of that. Instead, we have this area of rain that's going to creep up the coast. It's going to bump into an area of higher pressure, and that area of higher pressure is going to battle this and whittle out any kind of precipitation. However, there's going to be some rainfall across, again, southern parts of New England, coastal areas. Will it make it into Vermont? Chances are we'll see a little bit of sprinkles maybe, and just a lot of cloud cover, mainly high and mid-level clouds in the next few days, and then probably going into the weekend. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.